It takes much.
For who? Ain't nobody getting shit in the FGC. Calm down.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
You gotta like young people who they want to practice safe sex. So there you go.
Man, it's been a.
Well, not really practice safe sex, just don't have babies.
I know I haven't been on the show in a while, but a lot of sponsorships and shit dropped people and
Yeah.
teams disbanded, all type of shit going on, man.
It's like I said, it's like I was saying earlier, which was this scene is slowly self-imploding. It's not a matter of, I keep seeing people burn it down. It ain't a matter of burn it down. It's a correction that happens with this scene every 10 years, 15 years. And companies are disappearing, and game system. Both consoles suck ass. Neither one of them is worth $1, in my opinion. Neither of them. They don't. They don't give me nothing that makes me say, "Wow, I gotta have this." KI is not enough for me.
It was for me.
And you're a sucker because you're gonna pay. You're gonna get a game for free for a $700 system.
Oh, I've been playing it, and I've been playing Titanfall, I've been playing Dead Rising, and I've been playing other games.
Okay.
Yeah, we bought it for more than one game.
Okay.
Nah, it's fighting games. They haven't announced shit. Oh no,
My
baby,
initial
Dark
game-
What are you guys gonna do when they basically fucking dead the system?
PS4
So
is
that'll be like in 10 years, I'll buy another system.
10 years. I'm talking about in a year.
Nah, it ain't gonna be that in a year.
You don't think so? Let me tell you something. Investors, shareholders say dead that system's dead.
But James, you know what? And I meant to say something earlier, because when the Xbox was originally created or whatever, like in the '90s or whatever, I don't think from what I understand, I don't believe that they ever tried to make a profit off of Xbox. I don't think that was their mission. I think they only wanted market share, but not necessarily profit. So whoever is stating that these rumors about Xbox going under and Microsoft shareholders, whatever, from what I understand, they never made any money off the Xbox.
That's the problem. That's where the shareholders are going. They want to kill three things: Xbox, Bing, and Surface. They want them all three of them dead.
Man, they better kill Bing first. That shit's ultra useless.
That's the most worthless thing I've ever seen in my life.
Does anybody actually use Bing?
I just tried for the hell of it, dude.
I mean, when I use Bing and Bang when I smash.
I used Bing when they had where you could get free points and stuff. Like they had it was a reward system, but then I did the math and I was like, I can just go to the store and buy a $50 gift card. This is a waste of time, and I just went back to DuckDuckGo and Mozilla.
Yeah, I actually did the fucking that shit too for like a day, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool you get points and stuff, but I'm lucky enough where I'll just go to the store and get a gift card. Not everyone's.
How are you getting points in Bing? What the heck exactly were you doing?
You have to complete like certain prerequisites and search for a certain amount like every day, and you'll get points which add up to you getting like these rewards. And the rewards are like, you can get like maybe like a month free of Xbox Live, or maybe 400 points, which amounted to $5 or whatever. So it was just like something really little, but most of the time it was just really taxing. Like you didn't even want to use it at all.
Sorry, my dog's mad.
No, fuck that. I'd rather just use Google search then.
Right.
See, now, another thing, Bill Gates is back at Microsoft.
Good shit.
And he tried to install Windows 8.1, and it took him 3 hours, and it failed. Now, he wants to eradicate Windows 8.1.
I don't blame him.
Okay, well, what is the Xbox One's GUI based off of?
Well, they can always change that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember what the original Xbox 360 OS was and what it changed into.
But now again, looking at a system to be profitable, from Xbox 360, what are you going to do better? You look at 360, the way it upgraded to the last GUI that they put in, it actually did increase a lot of stuff in it. Xbox One's GUI, you're going to have to rebuild this whole thing. The changes that happened from the original Xbox, the Xbox 360's GUI to now, isn't that dramatically different.
If you're going back to the beginning, it's because remember they didn't even have party chat. Like it was a lot of shit that 360 didn't have at first. Like
they didn't have party chat at the beginning.
No.
I don't remember. Fuck, that was so many years ago.
Yeah, it came with an update.
Remember 360? That was the first system that
360 started off as a baby, like big time.
It had the blades and private chat, and that was it.
Xbox 360 started Netflix streaming. There was no other system or any other device that started using the Netflix streaming. They were the first. They are the pioneers. Microsoft. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Bill Gates is hopefully gonna do some changes. I mean, again, you know, I know all y'all Xbox fanboys are like, Jimmy, shut up. Our system is great. Okay, well, the numbers say differently.
Just put it like this, man.
PS4.
I like all of the systems.
Take PS3 when it first came out. I had PS3 when it first came out, and I had PS3. PS3 was a piece of shit for like 3 or 4 years. Like, and that's being honest. Piece of shit for like 3 or 4 years. They didn't have any games until like 2010. You know, just being serious. It was pretty. I mean, they used to change the fucking. It used to the system have to update every other day. You had to do a firmware update every other day on PS3. PS3 didn't even have rumbling controllers. PS3 didn't have
another waste.
I remember trying to download Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. It was a 500 megabyte file. It took 12 hours to download.
Holy shit!
Damn.
Struggle.
So PS3 was trash too. But
And it was overpriced at the beginning.
Yeah,
Cost more than the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And there were people selling them for on eBay for like $2,000.
Yeah.
But you know why? PS3 didn't go under, even though it started off just like an Atari Jaguar or 3DO? Because it's Sony, and Sony is a conglomerate, and they get money from 100,000 different places. So the same way that Sony could survive that PS3 trash, Microsoft is going to survive the Xbox One, whatever bad that people are saying about it. I mean, they have years, to fix whatever. So,
I mean, I don't know. They got a lot of work ahead. And again, this goes to both.
And to be honest, I already know Sony's not making no money off PS4 anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to me, all the systems have a lot to do. Like that Gaikai, I know people are going nuts about that, but to me, like with the Xbox, I play Third Strike on there, or I'll play on GGPO, but they're digital games. So then what about in 2 years or 2015 when they shut off the 360s online? Your hard drive crashes or something. You're not going to be able to games. To me, all the systems have flaws because with Gaikai, once after so many years that's done, well, let's say you bought a bunch of games off of Gaikai for streaming, how are you going to play them? They're all gone. It's like, good luck.
Find an emulator.
I think they said they were going to try to do something about that.
That'd be cool then. That would be cool.
That's if they get to that in time, though.
Yeah, that's why I don't like digital. Period. I just like physical games, but at the same time,
I don't like digital shit too much either. I like to have the. I want the artwork. I want the cover with. I want the.
Yeah.
I want to physically see it.
Yeah, something about seeing the cases. Seeing
like
shit
me.
stacked up.
That's like me right now. I'm playing Super Metroid on my Super NES, and I have a buddy that's like, well, why not just sell it at the game store and just buy it off the Wii Shop channel? And I was like, I just like having the physical game, because what if my Wii breaks and they, Nintendo's already stopped supporting the Wii, or they say, oh, we're gonna keep adding games to it, which they are front, but when all that's gone, how are you gonna play Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger, if you don't have the physical copy of it? So
it was like me and you got like 3 kids running around, and they get into your Xbox games and they throw shit all on the floor.
Damn.
That physical copy.
Understand that shit.
Yeah.
James, look at the thing I just sent you. That should be a sponsor right there.
Yeah. I had a shit on my PS. I had a little brother that would take the games out of the case. He'd play the game and take them and put them on the floor, and he would walk on them.
Yeah, because I found like 4 games like face down, like just laying around the house. So I do like digital games.
Yeah, my little cousin, they used to stack the games in the wrong cases, and then sometimes they'd leave them where they're just laying on the table, and I would tell them no. All the games away, I said, y'all aren't playing with them until y'all start taking care of them, and they stopped. So they started, taking care of it. I bought all the game systems for my family to play, and then I just tell them, hey, you don't take care of it, though. You're not going to play it. I don't play it.
They're doing the digital games thing, too, so people like GameStop can make no money. Yeah. Like that's really the reason that they're doing it, and I don't blame them because I hate fucking GameStop.
Oh yeah,
I understand.
Like GameStop is full of shit.
That's like right now they having like like Microsoft keep having these game sales and shit. You know, they selling games like 80-90% off and shit. And like Mass Effect, I bought that shit for like $3.50 or some shit. Like that's cool because if I go to fucking like when I went to GameStop to buy Mass Effect 1, the same game, I paid $30 for it like last year.
That fucking infuriates me though. When I buy a game for like $60 and then I see it in like the dollar rack, I'm like, you motherfuckers.
And I asked GameStop, I say, why is this game $30 and it's like 6 years old? Oh, because it's high on demand, so we made the price go up.
The fuck out of here!
Like what? Yeah, they charged me $30 for that fucking game.
Nah, GameStop.
What game?
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect 1.
That was probably when Mass Effect 2 came out.
It was when Part 3 came out.
Oh, 3, that's what I mean. Yeah, when 3 came out, they did that to a lot. I remember they actually did that. I was like, wow, that's fucked up.
GameStop's on some other shit. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, that's why they're doing this digital. That's why they're pushing for these digital games because they don't want. Because imagine, I mean, a game company they sell 1 million games. You know, they ship 1 million games or whatever, and out of those 1 million, let's say 300,000 get turned back into GameStop. Now people are buying used games, and the new games are still sitting on the shelf. You know what I mean? So they don't, they want to cop block from that. They don't want GameStop to keep reselling games and keep circulating the same fucking money.
They just want to cut the middleman out, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the money that's made, from GameStop. I mean, I remember when that used game business began before there was a GameStop in a Funko Land. When it was like
Funko Land was my shit.
It was like Joe's fucking video game bazaar, and you go in there and the motherfucker would be like, "I'll give you like 9 cents for Ice Climber and shit," and you're like, "Motherfucker, I bought this like 2 weeks ago," and that's it. They offer you 9 cents, and then they fucking $40 he marks it up to.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah, we got a place down here called FX Games, and it sells all fucking retro games and shit. That shit is so tight. Like old PlayStation 1 games and shit.
They fucking overcharge for those things. Like Final Fantasy VII was like $100 and shit.
Wow.
In years. You know what I mean? Like
shit, a Zelda cartridge costs like $80. The gold cartridge.
Like this shit. Man.
Well, they gotta keep their business running, so they gotta do what they gotta do.
Yeah, but they don't have reasonable ways to base their prices. Like they base their prices by like online. If I ask them how much is this Final Fantasy game, like Final Fantasy 1 on NES, they'll look online to get a price.
Yeah, they don't have a flat like this is how much it is.
Yeah, they don't have a base model.
Yeah, we got a used game store here called Game Over Games, and I had a buddy who traded in his Mario RPG. They gave him $40, and then they started selling it for $80. And I remember he was like, "Dang, how come they sold it for that much?" I go, "Well, they give you half price. GameStop won't even give you half off. They'll give you what, like less than 33%?"
Yeah, they'll give you like $9.
That's a rare game to find, also.
Yeah, that's what I was like, "Man, you got half price what they're paying for it." You know what I mean? I go, "It could be worse." He was like, "Yeah, that's true."
And then with GameStop, don't try to ask for cash because they have a cash option. And the
cash is half. Cash is half.
And they fuck the shit out of you. Yeah, they're like store credit or cash, and then you're like, all right, yeah, give me cash, and they're like, all right, we're just gonna cut this in half now.
And guess what the reason is behind that? Because we make the cash. We give back less cash because we don't want to promote stealing.
The fuck out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the cell phone things. If you ever read it, I think I've seen it on TV where you phones to the used machine and it gives you money for it. I think even on the machine it says where they try and work with law enforcement and whatever, and they don't. That's what it reminds me of with GameStop.
Dude, when I was working at Acclaim, we used to take the games in the boxes wrapped up still. I would just grab whatever, 10 Bart versus the Space Mutants, and I'd bring them all to one store, and I'd be like, yeah, I want to return these, and I get full price.
Damn.
Yo, we would get 50. I'd go to like 10 Toys R Us's, drop off 10 games, and walk out with $500-600.
Damn, Toys R Us. I ain't heard that name in a minute.
I miss Toys R Us.
I miss Toys R Us, man.
And then they came out with Jeffrey Giraffe money and shit, and I was like, yo, what's this shit? They're like, this is fake money, man. They're like, no, you gotta spend it back in the store. I'm like, oh, that's some bullshit.
I remember when I heard that shit on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to have my cousin Josh. He would take me to Toys R Us like every month, and he would get me Transformers, and I thought it was the greatest thing ever. He was like, "You got good grades?" I was like, "Yeah," and he'd get me Transformers. It was freaking awesome. Now they don't have.
They don't have Toys R Us where you guys are?
Not anymore. We just have Walmarts now. But,
oh no.
Where were you? Where were you? You were in San Antonio, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen Toys R Us in a long time.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've seen a Toys R Us.
Yeah,
they're still around.
They're around, just
in New York, they still got all of them.
Nah, they're not. They lost a lot.
They did. All the ones I remember all still there.
Before I started working for the company I'm at now, I was actually I maintained their networks because you had Toys R Us, Kids R Us, and Babies R Us. All the Babies R Us, some of the Babies R Us are around. Kids R Us are all gone. And then Toys R Us, they closed down probably half of them.
Yeah, they did.
The only one I know that closed down was in downtown Brooklyn because they tore down the building where the mall was.
But that was because they went away first. I used to maintain that one.
Yeah, well, they tore down the whole building. They're rebuilding that whole thing up to like condominiums or some shit.
But they knew they were filing bankruptcy on the they closed that one. They closed the one that was by the Verrazano.
The Verrazano.
Yeah, the Bay Parkway over there.
I don't remember that one.
They had it. When you go.
You mean the one by Coling Island?
Yeah.
That was closed down?
Gone. Yeah.
Oh, I could have sworn that was there. Oh,
no,
all right.
It's gone.
I know the one in Kings Plaza is still there.
Kings Plaza has a Babies R Us.
Oh shit, KB Toys. That was a shit back
KB Toys is another one. Fucking.
I used to work at KB Toys, man.
That's where I bought my Super Nintendo from.
The Pedo Panda.
Yeah, they went under.
And Playworld. Any of you remember Playworld?
No.
No.
Child's World?
No.
Did they have Children's Palace everywhere?
Child World is what we had, but it was Children's Palace.
Okay, we had Children's Palace. That shit was ridiculous.
Yeah, in different regions, it probably called something else.
Yeah. They said Kmart's about done.
Yeah.
What do we got? How many Kmart's we got? The only one in Manhattan, right? James?
What's that?
How many Kmart's left? Just the one in Manhattan?
No, there's a couple. Not many though.
The only one I can think of is Manhattan, the one by 34th.
No, they got one out east in the Hamptons, ironically, which you would think, why in the Hamptons? And then if you go upstate, they still have a lot of them.
Okay.
They just left the tri-state area and moved, the 5 boroughs pretty much, and left like 2 or 3 stores.
Probably because the rent's too damn fucking high.
Rent's too damn high.
Yeah.
Damn, I had a fucking tight-ass childhood. Now that I think about it, damn.
Yeah, I was lucky. I had
a fucking tight-ass childhood.
So I'm saying, man, people got to look back and be like, yo, you don't really realize it until people, like, point it out. And you're like, yo, man, you're always like, my childhood sucked. And then you're like, you know what, motherfuckers? My childhood really wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
In the morning, eat some fucking cereal and watch cartoons.
My cousins my parents would buy me everything, and my cousins would. And that's like my little cousins, I buy them all kinds of crap, but they got to be good and have good grades, or I won't get it for them. They already know.
Yo,
but yeah, I'm lucky.
Remember the PlayStation 1 when you used to have demos on a CD?
Yeah, the demos?
The fucking jam pack shits?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those, yeah.
Oh, shit.
The Wiz. Who is that mentioned that? Nobody beats The Wiz, which was actually Crazy Eddie. EMP Small Penis. Yes, The Wiz.
My friend used to have Rayman Legends. Or not Rayman Legends, their first Rayman on PlayStation. And I remember that game.
That's the other one. Retro Akuma said it. There's one up in the came out up in the Bronx still, over on by Bruckner.
Okay.
So that's another one.
Oh, wait, I want to ask this shit. I want to see it. Maybe it was on some me shit, but did y'all ever watch like fucking Legend of the Hidden Temple and shit, and see them do their shit and be like, these guys fucking suck. Man, they need to put me on the show. I said that shit so many times.
I always wanted that face that talked. I always wanted
the fucking
that.
Olmec. Oh damn.
Yeah. Yo, when I was a kid, my dad made me one in the backyard. I was so happy.
What was the show that came on in the morning, like way back in the early '90s, like Video Power?
Remember Video Arcade or something like that?
Nick Arcade, wasn't it?
Nick
Arcade.
It was Video Power.
Video Power, yeah.
Yeah, y'all remember Video Power?
Like yep.
Yeah, my brother would watch it all the time.
Yeah, it came on in the morning, but remember they had like two little cartoon series, and then at the end they would have like a fucking the kids would go through the shopping cart and pick up all the game shit that they wanted.
Yeah, they'd run through.
Yeah, the run through. Yeah, that was Video Power.
Holy shit, I found a video of it.
Man, they ain't never gave a black kid like a chance to like do that shit. Go up in Toys R Us and just run through Toys R Us and get whatever you want. You could just get it. Nigga, I would have fucking
Yeah, Video Power was ridiculous. Then they had Nick Arcade, but I ain't like Nick Arcade.
Man, Nick
Arcade sucked.
Nick Arcade
that was some fake ass games and shit.
It was funny because like the guy would always have to play the game. That shit was funny.
I left you guys a Braze's picture in the chat.
Yeah, the cat. Oh god. I'll never forget when they had the Mortal Kombat commercial on the TV, and my parents had bought my brother Mortal Kombat, and I wanted to play it, and they were like, no, you can't play it. And so I just sat there. I was like, man, because he had was the Super Nintendo, I had a Sega, and I was all mad. I just sat there playing Street Fighter, and then I would go watch him play. And then I'll never forget, I forget which Mortal Kombat it was, but they had where it was Reptile's a secret character, and I was like, oh shoot, he's the coolest character ever. Like, I wasn't allowed to play it, so I would play Darkstalkers, but I'll never forget, that Reptile was the coolest shit. Like,
man, I had the censored version of fucking Mortal Kombat where spit came out or some shit like that.
Yeah, the grapes.
That shit was so lame. That shit was so fucking lame.
All of them were censored, actually. Only Genesis.
Wait, was it all of them?
Yeah, Genesis had the blood code.
Oh, man.
Oh, they got it on a cartridge now.
Now it's on a cart. Yeah.
Damn.
Nice.
Now you got the OBS show fucking Nintendo cart for your Nintendo Entertainment System, and we got the seal of approval.
Oh. Wow.
And then we got this one.
Because NES, that's still my favorite system, man.
You know what? I gotta disagree. I was a Sega Master System guy originally. Now I'll say I obviously enjoyed more games for NES, but the games that I had on the Sega Master System compared to the same type of game, I enjoyed more on the Master System.
Okay. I didn't play the Master System like that. I played it a little bit. I didn't know what the fuck I was playing, actually. I had to...
Oh, yeah. James, you didn't get into the Hot Topic recall?
No, it was a Hot Pocket recall. They must be running low.
When I read that article, I was like, oh my god.
Hot Pocket Philly cheesesteak, Hot Pocket croissant crust. Yo, I think I actually got one of these motherfuckers in my freezer.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
No, Master System. I like the Master System because, you know, they basically they kind of fucked you because they gave you like they had two versions of the games. You had a cartridge and you also had the card, which made you feel like you were getting something special. But, you know, it was just another way to fuck you because they jacked the price up and there was only like 3 games that were actually on the card. And then, you know, they like if you needed like I said, for the hockey game, it ran off of a power pad, which was like $70 back then for it.
Oh yeah, I remember you told that story.
Yeah, with the rollerball, and then you realize I want to play somebody else. I need 2 of these fucking things. So $140 in controllers back then is ridiculous.
That was a lot back then.
Yeah, plus an $80 game.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Damn.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I played the shit out of my 64.
For fucking TurboGrafx 16, man. They fucking remember they had the TurboGrafx 16 and then they had the fucking portable that used the same fucking games.
Exactly.
The links. That shit was fucking incredible. Like play your home console, and then we made a portable console that plays the same games in the same generation.
Play Bonk.
Yeah.
I remember when
it's called the Turbo Express, I believe.
Turbo Express, yep.
Yeah.
I'll never forget when
it said links on the controller.
I gotta take a piss.
Yeah,
I think the links was something different, wasn't it? I think the links was a different was something different. I think
it was Atari handheld. I remember.
Yeah, it was a different handheld. Yeah, Atari, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, because I remember when I was a kid, I remember some kid had brought to school the Sega Nomad, and he was playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And I was so pissed because I'd seen him in the gym, and he was playing it. I was like, I want to play Sonic now. I remember asking my parents, and they go, but you already have a Sega Genesis. And I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, and that was different. Like, that was cool that Sega did that, but it was like 5 years after Genesis came out.
Yeah.
Like, the fucking Turbo Express was out at the same time as the TurboGrafx 16. That's why that shit was great. Because I'm like, okay, it's like 1995, 1996. Who the fuck wants to play Sega Genesis when Sega Saturn is out now?
Oh, that makes sense. Then you're
Sega Saturn.
I'm 22. That's why. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's like
whenever that came out. So to me, I thought Sega was the cooler. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sega was the shit. But
Sega was the best arcade software maker for the longest, a good couple decades.
They couldn't go up against You couldn't go up against Sony, man. Sony they're a conglomerate, man. They got too much money, man.
Yeah.
That's why they couldn't handle them.
But in the arcade cabinets, Sony couldn't fuck with Sega though. Sega still, if you go to any arcade left, Sega is the shit.
They didn't exist on the arcade at all.
Nope.
Sony, like at all. That's why the fighting games for Saturn were way better.
Virtua Fighter was actually good back then.
Like anybody that knows like anything about fighting games for real, like everybody knows that like PlayStation always had shitty copies of fighting games. Like pretty much like PS1 Capcom games, fucking terrible. And it's funny because people try to download like when these games drop on PS3, like I guess in the arcade, in the little marketplace, people buy these PS1 versions of games like Alpha 3 and whatever. And that shit is funny because those are the worst versions of those games ever. Like
I mean, they weren't bad on the actual system, but ports of them are terrible.
No,
the port itself.
No, any PlayStation 1 copy of any Capcom game is trash. Extra trash.
I don't know. We played a lot of that shit back then, so I wouldn't go that far.
Probably a little scrubby kid. You didn't really know what's going on. But as far as like arcade, like the actual conversion, extra trash.
Oh, of course. Arcades ruled back then. Of course.
No, but Sega Saturn had the arcade versions.
Oh yeah, I mean they were on some other shit. That's why Virtua Fighter was so good. Like,
no, like any Capcom game played perfect on Saturn. They didn't play like anything on PlayStation 1.
No, because Sony ain't got their shit straight. It's just their first system.
Because their hardware was always trash.
I remember when Tekken 3 came out on PlayStation 1.
Yeah,
I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah, I love Tekken 3.
Tekken 3 was, man, that's when Eddie came out.
Guess what I played? Guess who I played though?
But you got to remember that Tekken is also made on the PlayStation. You know, it was made on a PlayStation board or some shit like that.
Eddie Gordo was my nigga.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the fuck I was
doing. So you
a
button masher.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I was button masher and fucking arcade. Still
at a young age, and you're whooping old men's ass that have been playing Tekken with Eddie Gordo, pissing them off. That's 2 buttons
and directions.
You're forward and 2 kick buttons. That's all you need.
How to beat the shit out of
and then you learn to, and then you learn to step back.
That shit was funny.
Now, when we're talking about Mortal Kombat, when James was making them games, I was on that shit like for real. Like I was playing that shit like I was a teenager, but I was like only 8 or 9 at the time, 7 years old, playing 7-year-olds getting mad and shit. I'm just like, okay.
Man, Scorpion. No, man, James, man, did y'all intend to make fucking Shao Kahn so aggravatingly hard?
Yes.
An asshole?
Yes.
Yes.
That
Man,
dude is such a dick.
I've never had a character make me want to break my controller so hard.
I know they were in between. On Mortal Kombat 2, there was a bug with. That's why, if you notice, like they throw retardedly, but you can never throw them.
Yeah.
Because there was a bug that just like set them off into like super throw mode. That if you kept repeating the same move 3 times in a row as you move up level, the percentage of them getting in went up. So like after the second or third person, you do 3 sweeps and you're getting thrown like 10 times. That was actually not on purpose.
I remember that.
Man.
Yeah, that shit was frustrating. Man, especially
that.
playing on very hard. Oh my god.
Shao Kahn was a motherfucker.
It's funny
Dude.
that you said James, because I remember that shit. Like, especially if you did something, man. You remember how you would try to jump and they would jump and hit you out the air with any move?
Yep.
Yeah, anti-air. They just be like, Bop, get down.
How the fuck does he know I was gonna do that?
You know, and then as time went on, and like one of the last 2 versions, the computer learned jump straight up, neutral jump kick.
Yeah.
And you would jump at him, and you would like do it like 10 times, and they'd be like, nah.
My favorite part.
No.
You didn't learn. You
denied.
didn't learn it, huh, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Still my favorite, man.
Shao Kahn. Fuck that boss character.
They
He
still
would hit
have
you with-
Mortal 2 combat tournaments at the Big E tournament?
You know what? We tried to get something going last time, but time was just with this injustice. Time's just not happening. I mean, at NEC, me and Foot played like 1 game. I don't even know if we played 1 game of MK3. We didn't even get that going. They were so packed with time that we couldn't get shit going. Hopefully they bring these arcade games down. That was what was good about fucking NEC.
Yeah, MK2, man. I'm entering that shit, man. I'm confident in my MK2 game.
Man, I'm confident in 1, 2, and 3. I know every move they telling all that shit by heart. Oh my god.
Real cute. The board get back.
I don't think you niggas can handle my Cyrax.
Cyrax was like decent then. That was when Sector was actually better than Cyrax.
Cyrax ain't in part.
No, Cyrax is still 1 bomb and you're dead. I mean, 1 net and you're dead.
It depends on the player.
Well, I'm just saying the ability for 1 net dead is there.
Yeah, it's there, but
yeah.
That's why I like part 2 and they ain't have all that gay ass shit.
No, I don't like the infinite. I never liked the infinite shit.
Like I don't like the run. I hate runs.
Yeah, that was. I don't think that was needed.
Garbage.
the run was fucking funny as hell.
The run and those dial combos. That shit is trash.
Yeah, dial combo. Dial combo was because of Killer Instinct, and that wrecked it, in my opinion. That really, that's what hurt the scene overall, as far as gameplay. Just because I hit you with 1 button, if I continuously push buttons like I'm playing the motherfucking game Simon, I shouldn't be able to hit you automatically, and you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 3, it didn't get the love that Mortal Kombat 2 had, man.
No.
Like at all. Like people, especially because a lot of people never even played the original Mortal Kombat 3. Like these Mortal Kombat Ultimate players, or whatever the fuck they are now. Like they don't like. It was so many different versions of fucking Mortal Kombat 3 that you would literally
retarded.
You would literally go to the arcade. You would have your whole fatality list or whatever, your whole move list. You would go there, and like 2 weeks later, none of the shit you do work. Like they had like so many different revisions. That shit was ridiculous.
Brutalities. I remember the first time I saw that.
Brutalities, animalities, friendships,
brutalities.
On Mortal Kombat 3.
Brutalities was the title.
Yeah, they didn't have brutalities to Ultimate. That shit was annoying.
That shit, I mean, you know, what's cool is they try to incorporate a lot of different things. I mean, that's the one thing that you can say about, you know, Mortal Kombat over Capcom. They constantly try to reinvent and improve on in big ways.
Yeah, they try to be innovative, but they kind of fell right there at Ultimate. Like
when it went 3D, when it went 3D is when it really fell.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't crazy about the run button. MK4 was enjoyable. It was enjoyable, but then I just went, oh God, please no. Harry carries and brutalities and fucking.
Yeah. 1 through 3 is my ultimate favorite of all, but I love 2 the most in the arcade.
In the 3D versions of Mortal Kombat, Deception was like my favorite, just because you get to play as dead Liu Kang.
See, for me, I liked MK4 just because of the hyper extensions and shit. Instead of just a throw, you could actually just walk up to him and fucking break his arm.
Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah. MK trilogy.
I think I played Mortal Kombat 4 all of 3 times.
Well, you had a infinite or reset, infinite reset with Reptile. You had I used to have some fucking wacky combos too. I'd be like, throw 2 rocks, hit you with 2 rocks in a combo with like Raiden, and then fucking juggle you with this stupid combo, pop you up, throw a rock, throw another rock.
Interactables.
And, the interactables were actually, it was fun for a little while, and then it just, I mean, I remember doing the book like, oh God, let me get it done. You know, I mean, at that point, once I did the book, it got to the point where I was already done with it.
Remember, you used to take your fucking weapon out, and then depending on what weapon you had, you could hit him into the fucking screen. That shit was funny.
You had fucking Fujin. The appearance of Fujin was great. I liked Fujin. I hope he comes in MK10. You know, Fujin was actually one of the few characters I could say that actually were enjoyable when they brought in new ones. But, like, you had Motaru and fucking Brahmin and all these other wacky ones. I'm like, eh. But the bosses were cool. Moloch.
Yeah.
Was actually kind of cool.
I thought Bo Raicho was a cool character.
Yeah.
Raicho's
fucking throwing up on niggas.
Puking, farting, and pissing on people is not fun. I thought I was playing Chaos in Primal Rage.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Chaos all day, man.
Yeah.
That fucking
acid piss.
Fucking that R. Kelly tech.
Man, that was a wacky ass game when that shit came out, man.
I remember the second one that never got released, and you actually were the humans. I was like, this is dumb.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, if you YouTube it, you could find videos of it. They got videos of the test one. I think somebody actually got their hands on the ROMs.
Man,
but one was actually pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody used to play with Chaos and fucking Blizzard. That's all they fucking played with.
Yep. Actually, I started using not Diablo.
Vertigo.
Vertigo after a while.
Yep.
With just sticking them from a distance, playing fucking hit games, just playing footsie with them, and then fucking stabbing them with the fucking long tail from the other side of the screen.
I think the weirdest thing about that game was like the fucking, remember the inputs? Like how you had to do the special moves, like
hold the buttons down and then do it.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Wasn't it a 4-button game? Was it a 4-button?
4 buttons.
Yep. 4-button. Yeah, it was like Tekken. Yep.
The first one to do that was Weapon Lord, though.
Yep.
Which would have really gotten popular had Tekken not come out.
Weapon Lord, man, we had that in the arcade all of 3 days, man. They took that shit out extra quick.
Who played Mace the Dark Age?
I did the book on that. I did the book on that too.
You really? Oh man, we played shit out of that game too. That shit was tight.
I forgot what the fucking chicken's name was.
Wait, well, it was like. It started with a P.
Pojo or some shit.
Yeah.
Spanish, I think it was Pojo.
Because we fucking the Executioner.
Dude, I remember you could play as like a fucking janitor, use that fucking mob as a bow staff and shit.
Yep. That game was fun, dude. I mean, and you look at those games and you compare them to what's out now, and I still, again, while they were more simplistic, the skill level was more appreciated. compared to now. Because, like I said, everybody now turns around and just mimics the person who has the best tech, and that's all you see.
Shout out to YouTube.
Exactly.
Yeah, YouTube, man. God, it's a blessing, but also a curse at the same.
It
like,
is.
Fuck.
It's a double-edged sword. You know, you're getting.
You got rinse and repeat. You know.
Well, with you know this, I mean, GameFAQs was like the top site out there to get your info. There weren't no YouTube videos. Either that or you went to alt news groups and whatever game you played and fucking got your shit from a news group.
What's a Game Revolution?
Is that my book? Let's see. Yes, that's one of my books, Felice.
That's why the best thing to do is just to practice on your own, find your own shit, and don't tell nobody.
What's
People
up,
say,
Will?
"Oh, Will, you should tell everybody, so that's the way everybody gets better." Fuck that, man.
No, if you know, you invented your own shit.
Back then, tech was fucking secrets. Like if you're in the FBI type shit, like nah.
I mean, it still should be that way, man. You know what it is? You got these little fucks that go in the practice room and the little training room and shit, and they make up shit with other people's like teams and characters and shit, and they want the top players to use their shit, like because they're fans of them type shit. Like I've never heard of no gay ass shit like that before in my life. Like, why would you invent shit for top players that you're not even going to use yourself?
You're right.
So
or people like Desk. He has like the best execution in the world, but he can't win a tournament to save his own life. Like, good lord.
Well, yeah, but Desk is like trying to. He's not trying to like win tournaments at all. Though he's just trying to like just hit buttons as hard as possible and do whatever he can. But I mean, GameFAQs back in the day was hilarious. It was like getting a jigsaw puzzle and like your shit's all fucked up and broken, and you had to figure out the game yourself. Nowadays, YouTube is hilariously fucked up. You know, trying.
Yeah, that's why I don't really. I mean, I'm a Tekken player. There's nothing that really YouTube can really teach me. But
10 string, baby. It's all about the 10 string.
You know what? At Frosty Fawson's, man, the Korean dude beat one of the American players with a 10 string. Man, he's about to lose. He's like, fuck. He was enraged with Marta, and he did a 10 string and came back and won the set.
I'm telling you, the 10 string. I don't know what happened with people like just forgetting them.
Matter of fact, he hit him with the 10 string at least 4 times.
Damn.
What?
Wow. Damn.
No.
That's because nobody, the new blood of Tekken, they don't even know what. There's a 10 string in these games. I thought it was hit, run, tag, and pound, pound, pound. You know. Yes, I worked on Urgeist too. I did the book for Urgeist, which was another good game. Cloud.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. The newer players, they're so busy on YouTube and shit like that, they don't even do the basics like learn how to block 10 strings. It's true.
Yo. 10 strings are like wake up ultras. It's hilarious. Like you get hit with it, just like you should know this, but you don't.
I mean, well, you have to imagine. I mean, if somebody just start playing Tekken with Tekken Tag 2 or Tekken 6, I mean, Tekken Tag 2 is 60 characters in the game, and almost everybody has a 10 string.
Yeah, true. I mean, half of the clones, though, to be fair.
I'm throwing 10 strings out if I play the Tekken tournament.
I'm telling you, you're gonna body people on it. They're gonna be like, "What the hell is that?"
I'm gonna test it one time, and if you get hit by it, man, I'm gonna keep doing it. Doing it.
No shame, fuck it, man.
Like Korean dude did, man.
Marvel tournaments are getting so fucking boring to watch on stream.
You know, I love opening up the match, like, because usually I either go low with a sweep with Paul, or I step back and counter. One of those two. That's my first thing I'm doing.
Go down 1, down 4, 2. That fucking can combo with the hammer, the elbow, and then the kit and sweep.
Oh shit!
That shit's awesome.
That shit was godlike. Cause so many people, that shit was hilarious. Cause people always thought crouch blocking was good.
Oh god, my dick is 4 inches. James, ask the black guy from Detroit how he feels about new games that are out now.
As far as what, like, as far as like skill level? Like, what type of question is that?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. You gotta be more info. My dick is 4 inches.
Well,
What kind of fucking name is that?
He's probably cousins with my dick is 6 inches. I don't know.
Well, I could say since I don't know, the recent little waves of fighting games. I mean, for the most part, they're made easy, so newer players can get into them, and they can compete with the veteran players. That's pretty much how they're designed. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing because, for example, Tekken. I mean, you take a game like Tekken. If they didn't make the game as wacky as it is now, I mean, new kids could never ever beat me ever. They would never ever beat me. It would be a slaughter. You know, the tournaments would be dominated by dudes 30 and up.
Old motherfuckers be winning everything.
Yeah. So, I mean, they had to do that in order to balance it out. Like Street Fighter 4. Imagine if Street Fighter 4 was like Super Turbo. John Choi would be beating everybody ass with a cane.
Yep.
Right now.
People couldn't DP. Like, fuck beating people. They just wouldn't be able to do basic moves.
Right.
Listen, so I remember trying to do a motherfucking DP in Street Fighter 1. Imagine how, remember how fucking hard that was?
Yeah.
Yo.
Dude, it was like, or a fireball. I mean, you literally sat there like this on the fucking controller, spinning it and shit, and like just hitting buttons and say, come on, fucking come out. Because it wasn't just from back to forward. Or it was like, it had to hit. The timing on it was like perfect. There was no spamming with fireballs in Street Fighter 1.
Nope.
Period.
Hold up. Who here can combo into Geese's Raging Storm? Ever?
Nope.
Yep. Shit was hilarious. It was like, oh yeah, you have those? Do they have desperation moves in Fatal Fury? What the hell is this crap? People couldn't do that stuff.
That's my take on fighting games now. I mean, the game makers are going for they pretty much want to sell games. They want to sell copies. So, you know, they're doing what they got to do to sell them. I mean, they're not doing necessarily, in my opinion, what they should be doing to sell more games. But because my whole beef is that fighting games are just unpopular now. That's my thing. Like, whereas back in the '90s and shit, like when Mortal Kombat hit console, everybody already knew what Mortal Kombat was because of the arcades.
Yep.
You know, whether you actually played them in arcades or you just walked by and seen 20 people standing around a machine going ape shit over fatalities, you know, you knew what Mortal Kombat was. So when Mortal Kombat did come out, and what did it come out, like 2 years late, James?
About a year and a half.
Yeah. When it came out, because it came out late compared to the console, everybody already knew what it was. You know, that first commercial, Mortal Kombat, with the little kids standing there and shit.
Kids walking down Wall Street.
Yeah, and they're all running and shit.
But everybody already knew what Mortal Kombat was. It wasn't like some shit that nobody ever heard of before. You know what I'm saying? The places with the arcade machines did all of the marketing. You know, all they had to do was release the game on console, and bam, it was already a hit.
Yep.
Whereas now, there is no arcade, so when games do come out on console, people have no fucking clue what it is. They're like, nigga, I'm about to go get this Call of Duty. You know, I'm not thinking of this Blaze.
I'm not gonna pick up this Ultra or this Marvel.
Right.
No, those anime games, you know, they're only selling by word of mouth, which, you know, their sales would increase so much more had they, you know, nobody does commercials no more.
But Arc System doesn't care about console sales at all. They make their money off arcade stuff anyway.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they just don't market their games the way they used to, and that's why fighting games aren't popular. Period.
Yep.
I mean, back in the '90s, every fucking body knew who Ken, Ryu, Chun-Li was. Everybody. My grandparents knew who they were. Fuck.
Even Killer Instinct had a fucking commercial. I remember that shit too.
Nowadays, ask like this. My wife, she knows the Street Fighter characters. I think she knows the original 8. Right? Now ask any chick you know now who C. Viper is. I bet you hear crickets.
Yeah.
Ask her who Rufus or El Furte is, because remember,
Or who's Seth?
New generation, kids and shit. Ask her who Sea Viper is. She don't know, but I bet you she know the differences between Call of Duty Ghost and Modern Warfare 3.
Wait, there's a difference, really? There's a difference, really? Seriously? Are you?
I mean,
there actually is a difference, though.
Really? What is it, honestly?
No, not as far as like what you're doing, but the way the game plays and it feels. Just like Threes doesn't play like people always say Threes is not a real Street Fighter, but it still plays like Street Fighter nonetheless, right? It's still a Fireball is still a half circle and DP's a DP, right? Okay, but people say it's not a real Street Fighter. I mean, everything it varies in certain little features, and it can change a game.
Now, it's
because
funny.
I'll tell you this.
It's funny because 9930030 said, "Who fucking watches TV anymore?" The internet is its own commercial. But you know what? When it comes down to it, the TV, those spaces that are available are cheaper now, because of the fact that that's going on, and it's a possibility to attract more of clients actually buying the games. That's why I'm surprised they don't do it more.
But it's crazy that they brought that up, James, because it is true. Why would you watch it on TV? About 90% of the kids that are born from 2000 on up is not watching TV. They're on their fucking iPad either playing Flappy Bird or doing some social media Instagram bullshit.
I ain't playing Flappy Birds. I'm playing with a Flappy Bird though.
Okay. So instead of our eyes being on a TV screen, our eyes are on our phones, or our eyes are on YouTube or some shit. So how about invest some more fucking money in marketing and some fucking Street Fighter 4 ads popping up? Hey, Hadouken. Hey, buy Street Fighter 4 when it comes out next week. You don't see that shit.
Here's the problem, though, guys. About fighting games not being popular. Growing up, we were all kids. TVs didn't fucking lag. There was no such thing as lag. CRTs just did everything well. Right. Today, the average kid's growing up on playing on a laggy ass TV. It's a pile of shit, and Call of Duty's the only thing that probably works on their TV half-ass well. And you try to sit there and say, play Street Fighter, they're just going to hate themselves, because anybody playing on a decent monitor is going to destroy them for free every day. And that's just what it is.
But also, I mean, today is a different day and age as well, because you got to you got to think about how kids grow up now. When I was growing up in the 80s and the 90s, kids actually went outside and played. Everything you did, kids played football, they went outside, played tag, freeze tag, some ridiculous kid shit, or we all went to the arcade as kids, the whole neighborhood. Nowadays, ever since online play and computers became cheap and shit like that, kids don't go outside. I know, I live on a block and no kids are outside playing. I mean, so when it comes to that, I mean, everybody has their face in a computer screen and shit. And like when we were playing Street Fighter as kids, we played because it was just it was the thing to do. It was popular. You would go to the store or to the arcade, and it was 20 people around the machine, and you're like, what the fuck are they doing? People they can't grasp that experience, that social experience. You know what I mean? Because they're not even leaving their houses at all. Period.
Social? Yeah. Shit, people are not even social anymore. That's another problem.
But think about it, though. Now, when somebody shares a video on YouTube of a fight or some funny shit, and they don't even know what it is. Right. They don't even know they don't even know what the video is, or they don't even know what the song is. But if everybody else is sharing it on their timelines and shit, then they're going to watch it and like it too. It's the same mentality. It's just two different eras.
What's the worst thing you could say to a kid in the 90s?
You can't go outside.
No. I'm better than you at this. You tell a kid from the 90s, I'm better than you at this, they will fucking grind that shit out no matter what it was. Like, if you say I'm better at freaking playing marbles than you, you're gonna be out there grinding that shit out. And that's why fighting games worked. Because it was a bunch of friends sitting around saying, yo, I'm busting your ass in Tekken with Eddie, doing down fucking back three bullshit. Just enjoy that, and that was it. And we got pissed off when people would beat us. And nowadays it's just, yo, fuck you, rage mail and call it a day,
Yeah, I mean, you got to imagine the type of gaming that they come up in now. I mean, these are kids that grew up playing like, and you have to imagine that the generation of players that are now getting into fighting games, they were Halo players and like Gears of War players. So they're accustomed to playing games by themselves. You got to imagine the Gears of War player doesn't play Gears of War at home with other people. He plays online by himself.
No, right.
So they're not really used to like physical competition in their face, beating their ass. They don't even know how to deal with that actually.
Nope.
So right. Oh my god.
The level of scumbagness is retarded.
Yeah, they're used to being able to like cut off their system if they get mad or rage quit and dashboard, or just cut the game off. They're not used to
Xbox off.
Right, they're not used to all caps, humping their chair and screaming get fucked, when they get lose.
I know, right?
Yo, but that type of behavior though is like honestly what it is. Like if you weren't around people getting loud in your face, then you won't know. I mean, that part of the FGC should always be there in some point, because if not, everyone's just gonna be sitting around their ass playing fucking online in person. It just sucks,
And hype sells too, man. Like, I mean, you don't have to go super crazy and really scared of shit or something, but I think it's a necessity for us to have always.
This man speaks the truth right here. Hype is real.
But then if you do it too much, then you're everything that's wrong with the FGC, quote unquote.
But that's I think that also stems from people not being able to adapt to something like that. Like we were just talking about, we're accustomed to something that raw and that up. Most people have never heard, douchebag or fucking, pro-ho outside of fucking, Instagram and Facebook. Like they don't know what the fucking thing.
Yeah, but
I'm with that.
Here's the problem. When people take it to a point where they think shit talk shouldn't happen. If you're not interfering with somebody's gameplay, you really can't say nothing to that person. You kind of just got to fucking grin and bear it and be like, look, that is what it is. It's ironic because I use the Yankees and the Red Sox as a great rivalry, but at Yankee Stadium, every fan that's sitting out in left field or right field is telling that guy out in left field or right field to suck his dick. He screwed his mom. He's done everything, and that player has to just take it. He doesn't have an option to put on a pair of headsets and block out the audience. We're coming from a community now where everybody thinks they have extra rights, that they should be treated extra special.
Yeah.
And again, it's like it's just not the case. You kind of got to just deal with what you're given, block out what you can with headsets, and just deal with it that way. And the fact that people are going like, with Adonis saying, oh, well, they should ban corn and they should do this and they should do that. It's kind of pointless to turn around and start saying, well, this group should be banned.
Hold up. On the banning corn discussion, I mean, people talk about growing the FGC, and I say before, the FGC has been marketed in a very strange way for the longest time. Corn, I mean, I talk about corn today. What is one of the most viewed sites on the internet? World Star Hip Hop. Corn is at this point in time, I say it again, Corn is one of the most marketable groups in the FGC.
Yep.
Just because of the fact that, I hate to sound terrible, people understand hype. People understand having shit be exciting. You know what I'm saying? More than anything else. I mean, more people in the FGC have seen the Crying Brian video, outside the FGC, than I think any other FGC video outside of Daigo Parry.
I agree. And Daigo Parry ain't even that big.
It's really not.
It's really, I mean, it to FGC people, maybe it is, but to just the average Joe trolling through YouTube and comes across Daigo's Parry, they're gonna be whatever, move along. You know, but what's funny is the fact that Corn, you know, now that it's a IRL / Corn is a company, I want to see people ask for them to be removed. You know,
wait, what?
IRL Corn is now an actual company, an LLC.
Nice. Really?
You know, and it's and that'll help with the marketability of Corn. You know, because IRL is going to be the main staple of it, from what Adonis was saying earlier. But who else has done that? Who else is an LLC? Who else is trying to grow their brand besides them? And yes, Empire.
Now hold up. Though that's the whole point that you said right there. Someone being an LLC, someone taking this beyond just playing video games and actually like going and getting incorporated. That's a big deal. Or at least going through the legal steps to actually become a limited liability corporation.
Is it like EG and Complexity LLCs?
But they're not part of the FGC.
Yeah.
EG's a marketing company that just has 4 players that sell whatever products they want them to sell.
Okay.
You know, Complexity, I don't know if they're an LLC. I'm not sure about that, but from what my guess is, I wouldn't think so, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Getting a phone call?
Huh?
Is someone getting a phone call or something? I keep hearing
I've been hearing that also.
Yeah, it's just like blowing up everywhere.
I don't know.
I can't tell. James, can you tell who's flashing there?
Nobody.
Oh damn. Okay.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, man.
But you know, I mean, the fact that Corn is doing positive steps for themselves. You know, I'm surprised. You know, again, nobody will turn around and pat them on the back when they do good things. They'll only scold them and criticize them if they do something that the FGC doesn't deem, you know, PC oriented for everybody else.
No, honestly though, if you're gonna go into any business, just incorporating yourself is a good idea. Just in case that business fails, they won't come and take your shit. Like, I mean, just saying.
You know, and I didn't hear anybody come out and defend Corn when people on Reddit put up that, you know, all niggers should be banned from the FGC.
That was hilariously stupid.
You know, but it's, you hear the crickets.
No, actually, this is untrue. Actually, there were people who were quite upset about that.
Can I have some names?
Actually, the dudes who run MashFest were pretty.
I didn't say that. I said names of people like that, you know, are normally adamantly against Corn.
Oh, well, yeah, well.
Yeah, crickets.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People just love drama. People love talking down to others and making others feel like that they're not wanted or they should not be a part of certain groups in certain areas. Like, that's stupid.
See,
was that on the Capo on Reddit?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder.
Now, Ustreamer 9303030. And in fact, Will, look up the Daigo Parry video and see how many views it's got. You know, I can understand that, but I see people in the FGC watching it over and over, but I don't see like somebody looking for kittens that stumbles across Daigo the kitten and says, "Oh my God, let me watch this Parry video." I don't see it being so, you know, revolutionary. I mean, it might be one of the most popular, you know, one of the first most popular YouTube videos in the FGC. But, you know, I think Little Baby's Laughing.
4 million people watched it.
Hold up. Everyone needs to take a minute, though. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah,
that
was a long time ago.
Last year or so.
And Crying Brian has how many views?
I don't even fucking know. It's been put up everywhere. It's hilarious. But like,
yeah, it's been put on like certain websites that are just funny, just random shit.
It's like that has been on so many random it's like funny video sites. I'm just like, what? Like,
so far, Crying Brian has 200,000. That's not bad.
That's the original account though. That's that cornbread. And I'm talking about other places that's been pulled down from and linked to as well. Like that's a problem with this stuff where it's like the community itself people don't know about it. People play video games. We'll just like half problem that you see is we're not marketing ourselves as an entity. You know?
I mean, I'm looking at the Daigo one. And I don't know where the original location was.
It was like the original Evo channel years ago, but it doesn't matter now.
You know, I'm seeing 900, 600,000. You know.
The one with 4 million, it says by Foolish 8 years ago. So it must have been he must have been somebody that actually was at Evo when that happened.
The original one, see, that's what I'm saying. Mr. Wizard posted it up, and it's only got 95,000 views.
Yeah, but that's Mr. Wizard, so they're like, "Fuck that dude, he can eat a dick."
8 years ago, 8 years ago, here we go. 8 years ago, it's got 4 million views.
10 years though, that's the one thing. Like, I mean, everyone has to take that shit into account. There's nothing you can say about that can really sell that beyond. It's been 10 years. If everyone in the community watched this video once in the last 10 years, that shit would have like 1 million hits or so. So I don't want to hear that crap.
I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. But listen, guys, I hate to be the party pooper. My ass has got to get up early. I am wrapping this up tonight early because I'm fucking still sick and I got to get better. So,
rest up.
You know, I am going to cut this short tonight, and I will start going from Abe and working my way around and wrap it up.
Oh yeah, shout out to the FGC. I mean, hopefully a lot of shit we talked about. I mean, people understand. You know, we're in a community to have fun, nonetheless, equality. But come on, man, just grow some balls and grow a little bit of thicker skin and understand you will not always be pleased with what other people say. You know, it's a competitive area you're in. You pay to play in a tournament, have fun, and be competitive. If not, you're probably best to stay at home and fucking play Halo or something. Real shit. And shout out to, you know, Dallas community, you know, Mr. Fifth. James, you still going to final round?
So far.
Okay. But yeah.
I gotta book a flight though.
Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the OBS show. It's always a great show. James, get better, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Who's next?
All right.
Who's next?
I don't
Crickets.
know.
Crickets, so I'm just gonna drop all you motherfuckers.
Damn.
Oh, damn, buddy.
All right. I guess I'll take this one then. Yo. People need to stop bitching about streams. This is a thing. It just needs to stop. I mean, this community will not grow until people stop trying to become famous and just enjoy their shit and have fun. Because I mean, half this trying to become a celebrity playing video games mentality is kind of what's killing everything, in my opinion. James, don't die, please.
That T-virus, man.
Oh my god.
Who gave me the idea yesterday of that, man? Someone mentioned it. I used it. I was like, fuck.
Yo,
I was talking to the stream monster yesterday.
Yeah, we were going in yesterday. I'm like, it was hilarious.
I love
ice cream trucks.
I love that pick.
Oh my god.
I guess I'll be next. Yeah, it was a great time tonight, guys. You know, thanks for everybody who came on. James, get better. DarKNaTaS, always good seeing you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to play games. That's the reason why I joined this fucking community. And I'm trying to really cut down on like really being really abrupt and vulgar. But I just really want to help this community grow, create equality for everyone within this competitive scene. I mean, we have differences in age and like ethnicity and, you know, male and female or skill levels or whatever. But, you know, it all comes down to, you know, we as people, like as actual human beings, we have more in common than we do have differences. So just basing ourselves just on that alone, like, you know, find a lot of things in common. I mean, why we joined this community to begin with? We just want to play games, man.
Exactly, and that's, you know, that's the whole point. Is, you know, guys got to remember at the end, you joined, you know, an FGC not to become the world's best Street Fighter player. You did really join it to make friends and have common interests with those people.
Exactly.
You know, so, I mean, guys, keep that in mind. And next, going down the line here, who didn't I hit? Bobby?
That was me.
And then I got Fifth.
I think Fifth and Winston are dead.
Yeah, I think they got bodied.
Bodied. Winston, bodied.
Fifth, you there?
Schisms. Alright. Natus, you want to say any closing Jerry Springer moments?
Yeah, you didn't get into the whole video thing that you did, the shoot. I'm seeing the pictures you posted right now.
I'm not going to get into it. I can't talk about it.
Ah, alright. So something we expect to see soon.
No, it's my bath salts. No, not anytime soon.
Not bath salts.
I was eating bath salts, man.
When did you go to Florida?
I had them imported up here, man. CEO, the bath salt matches.
That is hilarious. When that was going on, when we went to CEO, 2012. One of my buddies got out the car. He kept looking around. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "I don't get eat by a fucking zombie. Fuck you."
I mean,
I was like, "Wow."
If people want to see more about the shoot that you did, don't you have those pictures on your Instagram, or did you delete them?
No, they're still on the Instagram.
So you can't say who filmed this or nothing?
No, I can't go into any of it. I'm signed off on a non-disclosure. I was lucky enough that he didn't get mad at me with the pics.
Oh, I guess you didn't know about that until afterwards, huh?
Yeah, he kind of saw the pics and he's like, "What the?" I said, you know, I got a big mouth.
I'm OBS. Eat a dick.
I'm OBS.
Eat a dick.
Let me see. See, I got, what else do I got? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I gotta admit, that fucking, the makeup, and like the makeup effects they did on you was like fucking sick.
This dude here who looks like Chappelle. Let's see. The David Chappelle one. This is the guy I wound up biting. I fucked him up. If you mess with me, I'm gonna bite you like I'm on bath salts. Remember that.
That hot pocket face.
Just ask David Chappelle what he feels like right now.
Dave Chappelle's cousin. Damn.
Bit up Charlie Murphy. This is terrible.
Damn straight.
This is like some Walking Dead shit here.
I know.
That it does.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
If you were Walking Dead, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm just saying that right now.
What?
If you were Walking Dead, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm just saying that right now.
No, I'm on Vikings.
What? You're on Vikings? What the fuck is that?
It's a new show. That's a Viking show.
Oh, NDA? What?
Yeah, no, I ain't saying shit. Hey, this
Yo, get hype.
There you go. Zombies drinking Jameson.
Oh.
Wow.
That sounds like fun, actually. Zombies drinking whiskey, reading philosophy, talking about schisms and all that shit.
Oh god, my shoulder. OBS Charlie Murphy, baby. Bit him in the jugular and that's it. It's a wrap.
So if you bite someone, do they become OBS?
Yep, that's how I do it. Well, actually, I will say this. Alright, basically the premise is I'm like the leader of a clique of zombies. Not that like we have an established communication or nothing, but I'm like the alpha dominant one. So these zombies actually catch the people and I eat the entrails.
So you're like Mufasa then, but like zombies.
Yeah, I'm like the guy that says you guys go get me the meat and I get to eat.
All right.
Damn. Yo, you're a welfare queen zombie. Okay, I dig it.
Except all my zombie friends, we got fucking insurance.
Yo, Medicaid has got like hold that.
Hey, trust me, it is how godlike compared to what I got right now.
Yo, man. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, thanks, Obama. You want to see something? You want to see what Obama did for me? I hate to get political.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna show you something funny on the stream.
Here we are.
The Obama jokes. I never get old.
To be fair, I went to school for this shit, so like this is a thing I used to love. I love fucking with James about.
You got insurance?
A little bit, yeah. What was
a little bit on your insurance card? What does it say as far as your co-payment?
For a checkup, it's like $20 while I was up.
Okay, let's see if I can zoom in on this shit. I'm gonna go.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
90%.
Oh, hot damn.
90% of whatever my shit is.
What?
Damn.
I gotta pay.
Damn.
What the fuck kind of shit is that?
That's called stick it in my
bodied.
ass.
Wow.
That's
Just
called,
grab your ankles.
That's called the bare
no reach
minimum.
around.
That's called the bare minimum.
James.
Yeah.
That's just OD. Like, you get on that insurance eBay and try to find some new shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, who you get that insurance from?
I know, right?
My company
the
lowered
bodega around the corner.
My company and union lowered it to the bare minimum in hopes that we all go on Obamacare, because that's what what Obama wants.
See, that's different. Okay, that's them playing those fucking games. Okay,
it's not them. It's Obamacare playing the game because they want that to happen.
Man, you see, you have that coming to America insurance right now, and like you go over there bitching.
Motherfucking coming to America insurance. Motherfucking coming to America insurance has it better than me.
I mean, it's fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I mean that's just people being assholes, man. I mean,
that's called stick it in my ass, and hopefully it doesn't bleed too much. Because if it does, you still gotta. Because if it does, you still gotta pay 90% at the doctor.
Dude, you might as well just go on Obamacare then, man. What the fuck?
That's the whole point. They want to free up the money that people.